The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, home to the East Carolina Pirates, as we'll see a team from the American, the Temple Owls, squaring off with another team from the American, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So East Carolina's offense will get the first possession of the game. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Turning it on! That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Pirates want to move quickly.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better.
Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying play action. Quickly to the tight end. On the move at the 30. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Pirates are flying down the field. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. And the Pirates, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Pirates!
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And right down the middle. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. On the move, it's Montgomery. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. The Pirates hit it quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Makes the grab on the left. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. Off play action. Finds his man. It's Montgomery. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Pirates are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, sweet feet. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
To the air. It's Hauser. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. This time, he's got his man. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Montgomery. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And the Pirates started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. The offense will have to use its first timeout. Touchdown, Purple Pirates! Fit it in the window for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So Temple's offense has the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Back to throw. It's Moses. Gets rid of it. Grab near the sticks. It's Polk. And he make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Greenville. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That's caught. It's Mitchell. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Owls can really attack on this second and short. They'll run it from the gun. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. He'll go to the sneak. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Good right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Rides the back on the option, the give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Pirates in the hurry-up. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the period, and East Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. Powers through the defender. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Fourth down coming up.
Hunt is on its way. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Wilson. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. The Owls, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Throws to the wideout. Got it! Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do! It's a touchdown! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And with that extra point, they're up by 3, meaning a field goal just ties it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
East Carolina, 14.
Looking for blockers. And the returner goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Touchdown, Temple! The defense putting points on the board.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Clark. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Here's a throw downfield late. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Great play by the defense, and they're expecting this, right? In a 2-minute situation, they've got a 2-possession lead. They got a lot of DBs out on the field, and everybody's eyes are just on the quarterback. They're all seeing it thrown, and they're breaking on the ball, and they come away with a nice interception.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Okay, you have a 2-score advantage here, so while you want to be aggressive, David, don't hand them a cheap.
Dang right. I'm not being reckless. I can still be aggressive, but a punt is not the worst thing, Jesse, in this situation in the 4th quarter.
You're right, David. You don't want to be reckless. So as a play caller here, let's dial up some things you know your quarterback sees well in the passing game.
How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. And the quarterback takes a knee.
Number 7 in punt formation to kick it away.
First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to pass, it's Hauser. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection, incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Oh, they're after him. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the three phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got